Alright, hello everybody, welcome to my channel, and just like I promised in the video before, here's my analysis video of The Legend of Zelda, the final trailer, or Tears of the Kingdom. Let's see what we can find. And if you're new to my channel, hit the like button, ring the bell, and leave a comment. Let's get to it. Alright, so as you all know, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is almost out in May, and this is the final trailer. So let's go ahead and analyze this. It won't be so in-depth, but I just wanted to point out the most important things and what I found out. Alright, so in this very first shot, we do see these ancient constructs fighting a choo-choo. And then we also see one just cutting this tree. Maybe there's going to be some friendly ones and some that just fight whenever Link is nearby, and they're just protecting their area. So this is one of the coolest shots right here, is when there's this diving scene and the cinematics, the camera angles. This is going to be a 3-tiered open world, which is pretty insane. This is why it took so long for this game to be made. It's insane. One of the things that I wanted to point out that I think is going to be one of the most crucial parts of this game is the rebuilding of Hyrule. So in this first shot of the town, we do see Hateno Village, and we also see these tents in the Castle Town ruins, where it looks like it's probably the first stage of your rebuilding, which is going to be pretty cool if you're able to collect materials and help out the people nearby to rebuild an entire town, which would be another integral part of this game as the Terry Town in the original Breath of the Wild. And hopefully there's going to be a lot more to do in order to rebuild Hyrule in a more substantial way and help out people from different villages with different tasks. Now, another pretty cool scene that happened in the trailer is this ghost-like looking ship that's just flying around, and I wonder what that's supposed to be, because it looks pretty cool with it's very ominous, and it does remind me of certain ghost ships that the Zelda games have had in the past. For example, there was one in the Wind Waker in the ocean, which was pretty cool as you were able to enter it. And then there's also one in Phantom Hourglass where you were able to go through some fog and find it there. So I wonder if this is just another type of ghost ship that will have some explanation or some mystery behind it as well. Now, one of the other things that people have been wanting, especially myself, is a return of dungeons, and it looks like there's going to be a lot more miniature ones and hopefully some more dungeon-like elements in the underground. And it's pretty cool to see that because this game is going to be 3 tiers, meaning there's the sky, the ground, and the caves, there's going to be a lot of variety in what to do than just doing the shrines like in Breath of the Wild. It looks like there's going to be a return of a lot more bosses and variety in enemies as well, because Breath of the Wild featured some bosses and some overworld bosses / mini bosses and enemies, but this one, they just look like there's going to be so many surprises. Like this metallic robot looking boss right here that kind of reminds me of the one from the Wind Waker, because at one point you do see this huge looking beast dragon coming out of a tornado that looks almost like a leviathan. But this is going to be pretty insane to see what kind of sky enemies and bosses there's going to be this time around. However, one of the most important is that we finally have a human form of Ganondorf, because in Breath of the Wild there was just this evil malice cloud of just Ganon, but this time around we actually have his physical form, and it's crazy to believe that it's been so many years since he has had this form, and actually it's been since Twilight Princess, which was many years ago, since 2007. And when we do get a reveal of Ganondorf, he looks like a combination of the one from Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess. And we do have a crazy shot of him from the back with his red glowing hair that also reminds me of Demise from Skyward Sword, which was the first incarnation before Ganondorf forms. So I want to see how that's going to be explained. And speaking of an enemy that hasn't been seen in years, is a classic one called Gleeok from the original NES, The Legend of Zelda. And he did make a return in The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass, but this one looks like he's just gonna be a huge boss and an overworld boss that you must encounter. And this one looks like he has flames on its head, and hopefully there's gonna be different elemental versions as well. But yeah, Gleeok is just a classic enemy from back in the day, and I'm glad to see it in full HD this time around. Now, another exciting feature of this game is going to be the return of the successors of the old champions from Breath of the Wild, and these younger versions will be taking over, and they showed off Sidon, Riju, and Tulin. And there's a scene here where it looks like they're going to be accompanying you in some battles, and that's going to be pretty awesome to see how you might be able to recruit even more people and you lending them a hand in certain quests throughout the story. And another cool feature is how the townspeople will also be helping you. And I'm wondering if this is going to be also part of how you rebuild Hyrule. You do favors and in return they help you if enemies are trying to come into the village and things like that. That's going to be pretty insane to think that there's going to be some type of strategy elements involved and just a lot more to do in the overworld by just helping out people. And a lot more variety in side quest options. So, what did you guys think? Are you guys excited for Tears of the Kingdom as much as I am? Leave a comment down below about what you guys think of this video and anything Zelda related. Thank you so much for watching and see you later. Bye.
Link! You must find me.